Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. And in this video I'm gonna show you all the new stuff in Minecraft Snapshot 20w06a, the first 1.16 snapshot. There's an Enderman behind me. And this is the Nether update. There's loads of stuff to talk about and we'll just get right into it. You see all kinds of stuff here around me already. This is a new biome. Yes, the Nether has biomes now. So as you can see, this is the Soul Sand Valley over here. And it contains, well, a lot of this new block, the soul soil, and it has this awesome feature. So if you have a flint and steel and you light soul soil on fire, then it becomes blue fire. Pretty awesome. And there's also these actually belong to one of the other biomes, but there's crimson roots over here as well. And there's lots of soul sand, of course. And also there's these awesome basalt pillars, as you can see. This is also a new block. We'll go over the blocks after this, but we'll first show off the biomes. There's 3 new biomes in total that have been added to the Nether, and this is the first one. So there's these basalt pillars, the soul soil, soul sand, and the blue fire. And then we go over here, where there's a, as you can see, this is a crimson forest over here, and it has loads of these red trees. And this new block, which is the shroomlight, and hoglins spawn in them, which is this mob over here. It doesn't do anything currently, but it's pretty cool. And it has these new nilium blocks, crimson nilium, the crimson roots, and there's also these beautiful vines, which you can't climb on, like normal vines. And of course, the new types of wood. There we go. And new mushroom. Oh, this is actually a pretty big forest. And now I'll look for the third biome. Okay, here we are in the third new biome in the Nether. It's the warped forest. This is actually one of the most peaceful biomes in the Nether because, well, only Endermen spawn in them. As you can see, there's only Endermen over here, and that's actually a pretty good way to farm Ender pearls to go to the end. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, there's maybe a little bit too many Endermen right now, but that can probably change because, of course, this is just a snapshot and not the full release yet. And here you have, same as in the Crimson Forest, you also have the warped stems in the warped forest, the roots, and you also have the blue fungi. And yeah, there's no vine, but there is the smaller like sprouts on the ground. And actually these fossils can now also generate in the Nether, and they mostly spawn actually in the Soul Sand Valley. So in the previous one there wasn't actually any fossils, but here there is fossils. So there's a fossil over here, and these are actually new fossils, so they're not the same as the previous ones that generate in the overworld, and they're actually pretty common, so that's pretty cool. So here's some more. Over here, even more fossils. So pretty easy way to get more bone blocks actually. And there's also some new particles, so you might see some particles drifting down all the way over my screen. There's not many of them, but they are in every biome. So these are the particles in the Soul Sand Valley, and over here in the... There's an Enderman on fire. Okay, nice. Over here in the warped forest you also have different particles. So here we go, these are more blue particles and they swirl up a lot. And if we go over to a crimson forest, you can see all of these red white particles, which is actually pretty cool. If you're actually able to find some normal nether terrain, it's now not called hell or nether anymore, it's now called the nether wastes over here. And you now have vertical biome generation, so biomes don't have to be horizontally next to each other, they can also be vertically next to each other. So if you just press space over here, you see that we enter the crimson forest over here. And if we go down again, you see we go back into the nether wastes, then back into the crimson forest, which is over here, and back into the nether wastes. And you also have all of the fogs over here. So if you're in the crimson, there's this red fog all around, so this is normal, and then there's the red fog. And in the Soul Sand Valley there's a blue fog over here. There's a blue fog in the Soul Sand Valley, but there's actually a very harsh like change. So red, blue, red, blue. It probably will be smoothed out a bit later on in the snapshot. And in the warped forest there's this purple glow, but that's only with night vision. Yeah, there we go. It's actually, well, sort of dark bluish in the warped forest biome. Okay, so next is this new block you can find in the Nether. It is the ancient debris. And it's super rare. It can be found like anywhere in the Nether, doesn't really matter, but it's super rare as you can see. So there's one block over here. I've removed all the netherrack and the lava so you can see how much there is. So there's some over here, and they spawn in like 2 next to each other, like at most. So there's 2 over here, 2 over there, 1 up there, There's very little of it, but there's some of it, and what you can make with this is new armor, new tools, and it's all better than diamond. Yes, new better tools and armor. So what you need to do is give myself a furnace. There we go. And put it in there, put some, I don't know, put some wood in there. Oh, you can actually not burn these types of woods. Oh, okay, that's nice to know. So you cannot burn the crimson and the warped stems. There we go, that'll work. So you can smelt the ancient debris into netherite scrap. Then you can combine these with some gold ingots to make netherite ingots. So these are the new ingots, and you can also see them here in the crafting menu. So if we get all of these, there we go, you can see we can't make new armor. And that's because you need to combine this netherite with diamond armor and diamond tools to make the netherite armor and tools. So let me just get some of the diamond stuff. So here we go, let's craft some diamond armor, the whole set, diamond sword, shovel, a hoe, a axe, the pickaxe. So there we go, and now you can see we can actually craft the netherite armor and tools. So we just need to combine the armor with the ingot, and then you get the netherite stuff. So you can see it has 1 higher attack damage, and it will also mine a little faster, it's not too much faster. And here you have the diamond armor, has 2 armor toughness and 8 armor, and the netherite has 3 armor toughness, still 8 armor, and 1 knockback resistance, so it is better than diamond. So let's craft all of these. There we go. So we got all of the stuff right now. Let's put it all on. It actually looks pretty cool as an armor set. So it's a bit different than diamond. Here you have the sword. It's actually pretty cool texture, I think. So an axe, a shovel, the hoe, and the pickaxe. There we go. We can mine with the pickaxe a bit. You can't really see that it's faster, but it's a little bit faster. So there we go. And now on to the special abilities of these netherite items. So we have some lava over here, and if you just, I don't really like this pickaxe. Let's throw it away. As you can see, there we go. You can pick it back up. So let's throw it over here. Throw all of the stuff in there. And you can see it will float on the lava. And you can actually pick it back up. There we go. So if you want to get the rest, you just have to jump in, I guess. I think we got everything. Okay. So it's not like fire resistant armor though. But the armor itself is fire resistant. So we can just throw it in the lava. Or we can die. So if you die in the nether now, you won't lose your netherite armor and tools. And that's super awesome, of course. So I also want to show you the load time for the nether. So we have a nether portal over here, and if you just jump into it in survival, the nether will load almost instantly. As you can see, normally there's a very long wait time, like loading the world. But that doesn't happen anymore, at least the second time. The first time it does load for a while, of course, but after that it won't load as long as anymore. And if you go into creative, it actually looks pretty cool. So you see the world right here, and then we go through, and then we come out over here. Whoop, whoop. It's pretty seamless actually. It's very awesome. And the netherite armor and tools, they actually have a better enchantment value as diamonds. So that means they get better enchantments. I mean, I can't really show that to you because it's not very obvious. And of course, if we search netherite, the durability is higher than with diamond tools and armor. So if you just get this pickaxe, the durability is 2031, which is a lot higher than a diamond, which is 1500 only. As you can see over here, 1561, and this one is 2031. So there's like 450 increases on all of the armor and tools. So that's the netherite, you get it from ancient debris, and combining the netherite scraps with gold to get the netherite ingots, then combining the netherite ingots with the diamond stuff to get the netherite armor and tools. So something else I wanted to show you is the new command added to Minecraft 1.16, which is the locate biome command. With this command you can locate any biome you want, and you can go to any biome. They're all in there, and also the new nether biomes are in there, so that's how I was able to find those. One of the badlands, there's not one in a reasonable distance. That's possible of course, because it's a very rare biome. So let's try a different one, random one, there we go, jungle hills. And there's one 881 blocks away. You can click on the command, and then here you go, a jungle hills biome. Pretty awesome. So it's a new command, and it's very helpful. Also, shipwrecks and ocean ruins will be less common in this update. So there's one over here, and there probably won't be any in the near distance. So that's one of the other changes in this update, and we'll now go over all of the new blocks in the 20w06a snapshot. Okay, so here we go. Here's all the new blocks added in this snapshot. There's a lot of them. Of course, the Nilium, the Crimson, and the Warp Nilium. We have the Crimson and Warp Fungi, the Roots, the Crimson Vines, and the Nether Sprouts. Then all of the wood stuff. So we have the logs, of course, which are the stems. And you can also strip them. You can make planks with them, slabs, pressure plates, fences, trapdoors, which this one looks pretty cool. Fence gates, stairs, and buttons. And these doors, wow, especially these ones, they're just fantastic. I can't believe they're in Minecraft. With these lines, it just looks awesome. And these ones are also not too bad. They have a pretty cool texture. That's all of the stuff you can do with the logs. And then we've got the soul soil, as I said in the start of the video, with the basalt, of course. Then two new light sources, the soulfire torch and soulfire lantern. Where the soulfire torch, you make it with soul soil, a stick, and coal or charcoal. And the lantern you make with iron ingots around the soulfire torch. And actually gives less light than usual, so you only give like light level 10. So let's just go over here, where there's no light, and then place it. As you can see, it gives 10 block light. And that's less than normal torches, they give 14. And then we've got the warped wart block, and we don't got the red one because that's nether wart block and it was already in the game. So this is a new block, the other one isn't. Then shroomlight, another new light source, pretty awesome. It gives 14 light levels. Then one of the most expensive blocks in the entire game, I think. A block of netherite. You need 9 ingots, which is crazy because this ancient debris is the last new block and it's super rare. So there we go. Those are all the new blocks. I think I covered all the new, well, almost all the new features. There's one thing I want to show you, and that's that now if you have some walls, so for example these walls, doesn't really matter, and you place them down next to each other and on top of each other, as you can see, there's no gap in between them anymore. You can make awesome walls now. Build it up a little bit more. There we go. Sort of vertical slabs. Well, not really. And there's one more thing with pistons. You can now place stuff on top of pistons and it won't pop off. So let's grab some button, some redstone torches, and some repeaters. We place some pistons over here on this wall, like this, and place buttons on top, or these, or I don't know, a repeater. Doesn't really matter. As you can see, they won't pop off now. Oh, that's pretty cool actually. So because the piston is now a full block, you have the stripe along the wall, but if you push it, then that goes away. You could do something with that. And you have the torch over here as well. Add some delay onto this. You can make some cool piston loops. So yeah, that's also one of the new features, and I think I now covered everything. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in my next one. So until then, bye bye!